This footage is of myself and my friend shooting his new Taver. I believe that's how you pronounce it. He got this Taver by trading away a gold-plated Desert Eagle to a redneck at an abandoned gas station. The one from Fuck YOLO, by the way. And of course he met this redneck on Craigslist. I swear to high heavens, none of this story is fictional. Anyway, it's Thanksgiving, and I have a story to tell. It's a story most of you most likely know. The Roanoke Colony, also known as the Lost Colony, was established on Roanoke Island in what is today's Dare County, North Carolina, United States. It was an attempt in the late 16th century by Queen Elizabeth I to establish a permanent English settlement. The colony was founded by Sir Walter Raleigh? I don't know. I'm too lazy to look up how that's actually pronounced. The colonists disappeared during the Anglo-Spanish War, 3 years after the last shipment of supplies from England. Their disappearance gave rise to the nickname the Lost Colony. There's been no conclusive evidence as to what happened to the colonists. After colonist George Howe was killed by a native while searching for crabs, the remaining colonists feared for their lives and persuaded Governor White to return to England to explain the colony's desperate situation and ask for help. Left behind were about 115 colonists, the remaining men and women who made the Atlantic crossing, plus White's newly born granddaughter, Virginia Dare, the first English-born child in the Americas. Upon White's return, the only clue was the word Croatan, carved into a post fence around the village. All the houses and fortifications had been dismantled, which meant that their departure had not been hurried. Before he had left the colony, White instructed them that if anything happened to them, they should carve a Maltese cross onto a nearby tree, indicating that their absence had been forced. There was no cross, and White took this to mean that they had moved to the Croatan Islands. But he was unable to conduct a search. A massive storm was forming, and his men refused to go any further. The next day, they left. This is the horror of real life. Not knowing. White's family and friends vanished after 3 years in a journey. This is also the fate of a little website called Tortellini, a forum for Creepypasta that died out. I wasn't around when it was active, but it was a place that understood what the genre meant when it was. The community of Creepypasta as a whole has been eaten out by click-hungry narrators, profiteering YouTubers, and a number of other diseases, including icon characters. I mention these things to give thanks. Thank you to everyone who sticks by Ashcan horror. Our village is small, just like the Roanoke Colony. But if we trust in critique, we can build a new home. And even if our village disappears just like theirs did, a digital archive will remain as evidence that we didn't falter when our way of art was challenged by an ugly monolith. Thank you to my internet friends, David, Kayla, Alan, and Slimebeast, for helping foster a better community. Thank you to Sade and Rayanne for tackling myths and urban legends with me. Thank you to Sober for staying committed to the values of quality over quantity when YouTube doesn't. Thank you to Abysme for working diligently on music and having infinite patience with our secret project. Thank you to Night Prowler for doing the same and reminding me to work hard. Seriously, Abysme and Night Prowler both work amazingly, and their ideas and everything, I wish I had more time to work with these guys. Thank you to RoboKai for reaching out to me when I analyzed their story. It meant the world to me. Thank you to Patrick Murphy for obsessing over a subject without allowing himself to be a one-dimensional person. If he can love dinosaurs that much and still have a depth of personality, then there's hope that I won't grow crazy over my art. Thank you to Talos for elevating the stories that he reads, rather than trying to elevate himself. Thank you to my parents and my brother for supporting me and pushing me on. Thank you to Cassie, my German Shepherd, who is always fluffy. Thank you to Chelsea for so many things, but mostly for being my favorite person. Thank you to all of my patrons and fans for being patient. I have a lot to be thankful for, and one of those things that I'm thankful for is the knowledge that the Ashcan school will grow.